Well, I have to do a dominion, dominate.
You don't have to. One of them can be just hold your action.
Dominate.
I believe. Isn't that one of the
Dominate.
domain choices? Hold action.
Hold action's free.
Okay.
And then we do a realm action after that?
Well, the domain actions constitute realm, character, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And really, this is just a loose guideline. I'm allowing you guys a little bit more, some changes. Like I'm giving you the free actions. You shouldn't be able to do more free actions, but I'm giving
here's what
I
I'm
gave
gonna
you
do.
that one to move those troops.
Something similar to what Steve was talking about. What I want to do is kind of a diplomatic thing, which I don't have diplomacy, so I'll be using some of your diplomacy. I'll be using some of my leadership, so hopefully that'll help me get some dice and stuff. Anybody else that we write letters to and send, basically diplomatic relationships. Because you've got diplomacy,
right.
Create or breaks alliances, open trade agreement, forces concessions. Basically, it's to the effect of not being as harsh, but guaranteeing, want to guarantee their allegiance to each one of these, saying, you want to confirm that you are still loyal to the country, first and foremost, loyal, to me as king.
I.e. you.
To me as king,
Yeah.
secondly, and that, the safety, the welfare, the strength of the country is more important. Basically takes priority over anything. And if they believe this, then I want to, basically ask for another. Strengthen the pledge. Ask for the pledge again. Basically, bended knee. Thank you very much. Whatever. And then I think you've got. Where was it that I can grant a title? If I can create some sort of title for each family. But in basically.
Well, diplomacy is a domain action.
Yeah.
So you only be able to do that one thing.
Well, grants a free action. Grants a free action. Yeah.
Okay.
And basically, by them basically taking bended knee and pledging their allegiance to me, to the country again, to basically uphold the laws of the land, to swear allegiance, to protect the provinces of the land, not shedding, blood of the land against all enemies of the land. Hopefully that might slow some of that down, but also give them, some sort of protectorate of the grassy woodlands, protectorate of the
grass kingdom,
of the hillocks and dales, whatever, some sort of fancy title.
Okay. Are you going to?
So it's going to be kind of diplomacy and then granting titles or patronage or whatever. I mean, it may give them a boon at later date or whatever. If there's not a title that I can do, but some sort of.
So are there no really strong?
Do you want to spend any regency points to more influence
totally
that number?
Yes.
Right now you have to roll a 10 or better. You can also use gold to kind of lubricate
So
things if you want.
Now it cost me a gold while ago to do the troop movement, right? No, move troops is very special. 1 gold.
Yeah, it costs 1 gold, and you've still got troop movement left over, essentially.
Okay,
if you so desire it, the rest of this round.
I'm back down to 9.
So.
I'm not going to move any more troops, I don't think, at this point. Because war's not happened, so there's no reason for me to put a bunch of people up on there. Because that's what we do.
Are you gonna do you send messages or anything to her Sard asking what the hell's going on? What he's
I mean, I'll send some stuff to find out what's going on. I mean, I'm hoping there's, every day there's something coming back and forth.
Okay, yeah, it's his answer is wait, what is it?
Mine won't either.
Training.
Spit it out anyway.
That's what he says. That's what he's claiming. Just training.
Okay.
Nothing more.
2 ideas, kind of similar to what I got.
So that's what I'd like to do.
I think that looks like a young girl. I think those are all.
It does look like a young girl, but that's he's only got
sons.
sons. Yeah, he's only got sons.
Brother.
Oh, okay. Well, still.
That's the youngest son.
That's fine. That's a young boy.
Yeah.
And
It's a
also
young
this
girl.
is a young girl.
Yeah.
No betrothal.
Go ahead.
So that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Right now, I mean, I could.
If any ill,
I don't know that this game
I see what you're
is really
saying.
set up for that type of stuff.
if any ill falls against the
I could do. I don't know which would be better to put gold toward
both
it.
of them become wards of.
I don't have any
Both
Regency
of them
points.
become to cavalry and become wards of the king.
I don't know what my Regency
See, I'm
points
down
are.
with that.
Your Regency
I think
points
that's-
per round
you
are
know, because
either
he
the
can-
lower of
He can issue this
the
proclamation of, "I want you to come bend your knee again and
the
repledge
domain
your oath
power
to me
or your own
and
Regency
to my kingdom,
power.
and
Your
I will
Regency,
be taking your 2 youngest children as
let me see
wards
your
of the
character sheet.
castle." Now this feuding will stop.
I had 23.
Right.
So then it's 23. You get
know,
23
I mean,
per
the-
round.
the
I don't think
message
you've
is
used any.
pretty
have
clear
you?
at that point.
Yeah.
But I don't think this game is really kind of set up for any kind of heavy-handedness like that. Or if it is in there, it's gonna blow up in our faces so bad.
Because since it's
funny.
still based on rolls.
No, it's got nothing to do with rolls. It's just got just the situation. It'll blow up in our faces, guaranteed.
I will do a.
But I think that's an awesome idea.
Hostages, basically.
Essentially,
Well, you could.
Call-
It's a neutral, good country.
Call it what you will. But
It's hostages, dude.
it's not.
It is.
They're called wards. They're invited to court at the castle.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Usually that's usually what
You
that's,
call it
It's
wars,
polite. It's
but
polite
it's
hostages. That's right.
that's usually what you when you
That's
take
right,
over
and
the
they
country.
better step the fuck in line.
Oh,
Or you'll execute their kids.
Well, I mean, war
No,
is murder.
but they won't
but
see
we call
them
it
again.
war.
Yeah.
You know. So I mean,
Look, guys,
Well, no, I'm just making. a
you
comment.
guys just want to bash down. Anybody
This is
that
not
feel like
bashing.
down?
No,
It
this is
is.
not
bashing. No, it's not. This is not bashing. This is how. No offense,
Yes.
Andy, but this is how stuff was really done.
You're right, but this is also a neutral, good country,
Well, so what?
and you
I mean,
got to also take that into account too. And
I
you're
mean,
good
We
characters.
consider ourselves.
I wouldn't
a
consider
good-
England an evil or lawful evil or
Oh my
chaotic
God,
evil
this is
or
a
anything.
game.
Okay,
And
I'm
it's,
going
if
to.
we got
I'm
neutral
going
good,
to.
then we're going to go with
I'm just
neutral
saying the
good.
only
I'm
I'm just saying the only basis that we have is like what's happened in real life. We can't make
Right.
up fictitious things that happen in a fictitious place because we don't live in a fictitious
Understood.
world. So I'm just saying
Almost-
that we're using the things that we have knowledge of,
That's fine, and I
and we don't
mind that.
necessarily find them evil. It's just kind of what happened.
I never said it was evil.
I'm going to spend one gold
Well,
bar
you did,
each.
well, you did because you're saying, look, we're neutral good, and that means
Yes.
you're making it sound like the actions that we're doing are evil. And
No.
we're not trying to say they're evil. We're just trying to say that this is what we're trying to do.
I'm going to spend one gold bar each family,
Okay.
and then 10 points of my Regency points.
Okay.
That means it's a guaranteed success.
Yeah, pretty much.
Plus whatever I roll on it. So it's 10 plus whatever
You
I
need to roll 10 or better, and then all those modifiers come into play.
So 24
Yeah.
plus 2 gold bars. And
Okay.
basically, them swearing allegiance to me again to basically uphold the laws of the land, protect it from harm,
Mhm.
not causing bloodshed, except against our
and we
enemies.
need to remind these families it's a neutral good country.
Yeah, seriously.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. That does seem to help.
Hiring assassins is not exactly a neutral good thing to do.
Yes, but you guys represent the country. Those people don't.
They don't act like we represent the country.
When a mother whose daughter just got murdered freaks out,
Yeah.
and you're just going to be like, well, you know what? There's no excuse for that. That's exactly what I heard from
not
you
what
guys.
happened. That was not what happened. I told
It's-
her to mind her tongue when she
It's
was
fine.
up in the king's face with her finger in his face. I don't care.
Steve,
How
no mom in the
upset
world
she
would
is.
be able to back you on this. Sorry.
Okay. Whatever.
Yes, let's whatever and move on
Yeah.
past it.
Yeah.
I'm past it.
So-
we were well past it.
I have 13 currency regions.
Okay.
Region point lists.
Osard's domain action this round is to declare war on Erinway and send his troops across the river.
Of course. Well, at least we spread. At least we got some of the.
I got some troops over there at least.
And
Where's he coming to?
he's coming across the river into Donnell
Well, at least we put some extra people over there.
from Algael.
Yeah. I need a tax. Raise
So
money.
here's your war, Steve.
Raise money.
Dun, dun, dun.
Raise money.
That didn't have anything to do with it, though.
Say what?
That didn't have anything to do with it.
No. It's another country attacking.
Mm.
All right, Jeff.
I know how to sail.
That's right.
Call it the Dolphins.
Get our navy. Bring our navy around.
So how about we just?
We don't have a navy
Think you
because
have a
it's
navy.
a totally unpopulated coastline.
So how about we just all quit and become fire?
Bring the longboats.
Okay.
The skiffs.
I'm going to have to get this set
The
up.
rafts.
This will take a minute. Okay, what do you got in that area, Jeff?
One
Let's
archer,
try
one
after
infantry.
this.
Yep. I was gonna say about infantry.
One
No.
archer, one infantry.
Yeah. Now,
And some king's troops up there, spying.
I think these are the battle
A
cards.
whole platoon of them.
Okay, there's the battle cards. Got to keep those separate. So, infantry and archery. You get to play a terrain card if you so desire, since you're the defenders. And the one that you're allowed to play is that, because there's river in that area.
Does anybody have strategy? There you go. You're the man.
Let's see.
I don't have a very good roll at it.
Better than mine and Steve's.
I'm not going to be able to command any.
Barely.
It's a pretty solid force.
What was
You
your
still have
intelligence?
points left
What
over
was
to
your
move your
intelligence? What was
troops,
your
though,
intelligence?
too.
This is all
But-
Ten.
Oh.
him doing this.
Yeah.
I
And
have
I should have
a,
pulled these out.
a 10 intelligence, I think. 10 or 11 wouldn't. A 10 intelligence. What's yours?
Now, here's how this
11.
goes.
See?
Units can...
Hey, what was my my leadership gives me additional roles for stuff.
You had infantry? Infantry.
On the infantry. What does leadership give me on any of these roles for this?
I guess we should have assumed that he wouldn't try to attack down through the marsh.
Marsh.
There's a marsh, the other... The
I
other
guess we
ones.
could have moved more people into Donnell, but oh well.
Yeah, but he wouldn't do anything, so I didn't want to look like the aggressor.
Leadership. Add 1 point to charisma for purposes of loyalty base and maximum number of
When
henchmen.
you consider
And you can approve
totally
with a
undeveloped,
successful check.
This is a tiny little country.
What is? Anyway?
Yes.
Yeah, we're Steve.
Well, the inhabited part is.
Teeny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a successful check, the leader
the
can
only part
improve the loyalty
that's
rating
north of
of
the
one province per domain turn by 1 level.
Okay, so nothing
I
really
hope
good
that-
right now.
I hope that one of our
Not
biggest
during-
resources
not
is
during the
lumber.
Okay, so actually, how much infantry have you got in the whole
Or
country?
pine cones.
Infantry in the whole country, 2, 3. 3 infantry and 3 archers.
Archers.
Bum, 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 bum.
And then I have the squad of rangers down in the woods.
Yeah, we had the secret squad of elven rangers that we moved up from.
How many
the elves
archers did
hate
you
us.
have? 2?
It's my, hey, I have a band of the Queen's finest rangers watching over the Grand Forest.
Right on.
The queen does.
No, that's a misprint. Ranger. Ranger.
It's Erik.
It's him.
No, it actually is the Finnish
Pike
ranger. It was.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
You also potentially have...
But no chance in hell.
Yeah. I think we're going to lose Donnell, and then Donnell can go to Haltide for,
Oh yeah, that'll work.
yeah. Halride.
you also have that potential,
Go to
too.
Halride for, help.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
That's you guys.
Crushed
Yay,
between-
we're
Well,
hoes.
one of you.
Invading
I need another
army and
archer.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I
squabble,
got 3
petty
archers
squabble.
and 3 infantry.
Hope it don't rally.
Battle card, battle card, battle card. Are these all the same?
Yes.
No.
Well, the different types do different things.
I don't know what they are.
Okay.
I don't know what these do.
That's okay.
Man, this guy's going to live a lot.
Oh, so now I got my guys down there? Oh, man, we're hosed.
Yeah, he pretty much brought everything across. Now you have that river card, which might help you.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to be putting that river card up there that they got to go over.
Let's see. There's also that if you send one of your advisors, but first, pretty much what has to happen first is that as they cross the river, what you've got there has got to fight off what they've got. Okay, that's the first.
I must go and lead my men into battle.
Here we go.
No. Over my dead body.
Where's that minister with the flag?
Shouldn't take much.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it would not take much.
Okay. Here we go. Each round. Where's your 2 cards, Jeff? Didn't you have 2 guys in that? Infantry and an archer?
Yeah, right here.
You can place them anywhere in this front row. They can be in the same square if you want, or they can be in different squares.
What are you thinking, guys? Same squares, different squares?
You would just let him take over. Apparently, he can manage a kingdom.
What do we have?
Now,
we have,
I don't know about
we have 2 cards.
fantasy world, but I know that in history that bridges were
No,
freaking hot points for fights.
this
You protect the bridge
this is
at all
just
costs.
this is just
That's not.
it's
That's
just-
not. There's not a river that they're crossing
No.
over a bridge.
Well, they're,
No.
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 Oh, okay.
No, this is just
Don't they
for
disregard anything I
show.
said?
I mean,
I don't think
it-
there's anything on the other side.
it's just an image. I think it's just an image.
Yeah, it's just an
something
image.
to
It's
put
just
down.
something.
He does
to
have a
put
river
down.
card to play, and that's obviously going to come into effect.
So that's what I thought. I thought that they were.
Yes,
you had
yeah.
to
They're
cross
coming
the river.
across the river, and so he's got the river card that he can play.
How are they coming across the river?
Boats.
Boot to-
It just probably gives an effect.
Okay, I'm
to
gonna put the
whatever
river
it
card
says.
out.
Yeah. Represents
Okay.
movement between the area containing this card, the area pointed to by the, and the area pointed to by the arrows. So you can place this in any square, and that will essentially act as a deterrent from one of these guys here, which means that movement between the area containing this card and the area pointed to by the arrow.
Guys got cavalry too.
So it's like a tiny river.
So
It's like 2 squares wide.
all of this is just representative, Steve. It's just a way to fight battles quickly.
Okay, we're just gonna put it.
Honestly, Jeff, I would probably say put it in front of.
I'm thinking the cavalry.
In one of the cavalry.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm just gonna put that.
You can look at your card. The move is how many squares they can move per round.
3.
First the attacker moves,
Stop.
then the defender
And
And
moves.
this
he's
square
got-
too next
he's
to it,
got
right?
2.
To whatever it's. Oh, it's pointing that way.
You probably want to point it this way. Prevents movement between the area containing the card and the area pointed to by the arrow.
Oh, okay.
So they cannot move from here to here. They just can't. It's this is
Right.
pretty much blocked.
It doesn't
Oh,
really-
there you go then.
Technically. And stationary missile attacks get resolved after movement first.
I mean, they are just going to basically be able to sweep in regardless.
Yeah, we're seriously outnumbered and
Well,
overwhelmed.
I mean, honestly though, just looking at what this guy sent, I mean, even if we had taken
All of our guys.
Now, you can
stuff
also-
over there, we wouldn't
Jeff-
stop this.
No.
You can also.
I mean, we'd have been able to fill up like all of this back here.
I'd have
so-
6. He got 6, but he's got 2 cavalry.
Oh, we actually potentially could have had 6
I've got 6.
total,
Yeah.
and all the things.
Since I got 6.
And also
6.
potentially you can simply order your troops to withdraw, and then
But then I lose. Now we also have.
well you'll lose the province for
also
now.
Us.
what?
That's us.
We don't have to go fight this, do we? That's not our job.
If you do, you get to add whatever bonuses are on that card.
Remember that scene from.
Do you know what happened?
God, what was the movie?
You can also withdraw your forces, Jeff.
St. Christmas Day.
Oh,
See that.
That speech from.
I didn't see that either.
That was the speech from. One of Shakespeare's.
Oh, we happy
Richard
for
the
you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was,
there you go.
yeah, Richard
So yeah. So you're going.
Lionheart. Yeah.
So you're
You,
going.
you go give
As
that
I-
speech to
as
the
I make-
guys.
As I make that speech.
Yeah.
Anyway, you could also withdraw your troops, lose the
You
province,
standing behind going.
and on the next action turn, you can then move your troops in and attack him in that province. That's another option. So it's up to you whether you have these guys stand their ground and fight this fight, or if you have them withdraw this action round and then return the next action round and
So-
try
so
to
what happens-
with more troops. So you could
so
probably
what happens-
potentially you still have 9 points of movement left
Yeah.
from that one gold bar.
So what happens if these guys fight this fight and lose? Do we lose those 2 cards permanently?
They will probably be destroyed. Yes.
But yeah, I think it would be better for them to retreat.
That's much way to say it. Yeah.
And then, and as much as I don't want to necessarily pull them into, let's see. I won't be able to get, well, let's see. If I put them back into, how far can they retreat?
They would pull out of the province to wherever you want them to go.
Oh, so they're in Donnell right now. They
Yeah.
could pull back into the Cowrie province. So let's do that. They pull back into the capital.
Okay.
So we'll pull those back into the capital.
Okay.
Now do I?
So they receive
So
order to
instead,
fall back.
instead of
basically.
playing that card, I could wait and play that card later. Or is it
No,
gone?
no, because they'll have already crossed the
Okay.
river.
Okay. So that's gone. So we'll
Yeah.
pull them back in. They're going to go into Cowrie. 3. Yeah, it's only gonna take me 4 points. You know, even
To
if
move all your troops.
if
in?
Donnell, like, if it costs me 2, point each for the troops to move from Donnell to Cowrie, that's 2, and then from Howard over is 3, and then from Northville over is 4. So it's only gonna cost me 4 movement to get everybody up there.
Okay.
We won't have that cool river card to play, but at least we'll be able to get in there.
Yeah. So we'll retreat.
Well,
and
here's
then
on this round. You can pull these guys out. They pull out.
they pull out, and they're gonna go into Cowrie.
Okay. And then on the next action round, you have a domain move that you can do, and then you can do war moves, which includes moving the troops, and if you so desire. Right now, you've got a large force in Cowrie, and
So right now everybody will be in Cowrie though.
hmm.
Right now everybody will be in Cowrie.
Well, are you going to move all your troops into Cowrie,
I've
or are you
got-
going to counterattack, or?
Well, I'll move everybody into Cowrie. And counterattack if I can. Depends on where he's moving to.
Well, you can move the people up from Halred and move people over from Calvary.
Yeah, you guys can discuss this because this is like a week
Yeah.
of time that's going to have
Because
to take.
basically I've got
Plus, there are other
I've
things.
got infantry.
You
I've
can
got
also
infantry
muster
in,
other troops.
In Howard. These guys moved over into Cowrie, which I already have some
You already had two
archers
Mhm.
in Cowrie.
Oh, that's
Do we
right.
have any cavalry?
And
Do we have any
then,
cavalry at all?
Yeah.
And
It's archery,
infantry.
archers,
So I've
and
got archers,
infantry right
infantry.
now.
So I've already got 4. If these guys pull up to Cowrie, I've got 4 in already.
Okay.
Then I have infantry in Howard, and I've got archers in Northville. I think that's right.
Shoot. Oh, I'm sitting right
Yeah, archers in Northville. So they'll just move up.
Well,
Did we counterattack at that point?
What does it take to muster troops? Gold, I'm sure.
Muster's armies.
Muster army.
Cost varies,
Yeah, the costs vary depending on the type of unit that you want to.
And then how long do they instantly? I mean, basically, do we get that card or one of us? Do we get them instantly?
It's a free action.
Pretty much. Yeah, because it's a week and you're mustering the troops. Here's a list. Here's a
Let's
list,
get
Joe.
some cavalry, maybe.
Now, we're under requirements. It's got an L and then a number in parentheses. That is your level. You have to be, or no, that's the level of the province that you're trying to muster the troops in.
Ooh, artillerists. That's cool. 4 gold bars.
Yeah, mustering troops can be somewhat expensive, and you're paying the initial cost there, not the maintenance cost.
And then we got the knights. That'd be awesome. But that's 6.
How much gold do you have left?
17. Can I levy taxes this week?
Past taxation, they've already been drawn.
Tax them again. We'll teach those peasants.
That's right. So what do y'all think we should do? Pull everybody into cavalry and then...
I don't think we need to pull everybody into cavalry. Cavalry. I mean, they're in provinces surrounding the province that they're in.
Mhm.
We'll just move them in. I mean, we'll just move them all in. They still all attack.
Yeah, you can do that. You can just move.
You know,
You
what
can
I mean, there's no
send
reason, there's no
word
reason
for
to pull
troops to
everybody all the way to
move.
cavalry and then attack. We just have them attack from the we got.
Okay.
You can push all your troops in, and you can
because
set it up so
mostly-
they essentially hit at the same
Okay,
time.
so...
The only ones maybe
If you wanna do
the
that.
only ones maybe if you want.
So maybe do
If you
the
wanna-
archers infantry
Well, hang
down
on.
into...
Hang on, if you want to keep the archers that are in the North Vale, you could do that. But everything else, like we already have stuff in Calvary, go ahead and send them back into Donnell. We have stuff in Hallride, go ahead and send them up into Donnell too. We don't have to move them over to Calvary first, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's right.
So we don't have to... Okay, when I was thinking when we pull back, we have to pull back to another province, not just stay within.
No, they did have to pull
No,
back.
they did.
Yeah. So they
But what
did-
you can
so
do is
pull
send them in
back-
from 2 different directions.
Okay, so what we're going to do is
We only
we'll-
have 3 provinces.
They will act as an
They're in
actual
this
one
We
army.
got guys pulled back in here, and we got guys down here just to send
and
them
you
all
got
in.
right here. So this guy will come here. So basically, you'll have 3 coming in from Hollered and 3
Mhm.
coming in from Cowrie, plus any that we purchase.
Okay.
Right.
I think
It's going to cost you 2 points to move them out of the forest.
That's fine. I've got plenty.
Okay.
That's no problem.
Well,
Oh, now, of course, I'll also have to spend points for the ones I buy to move them.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to muster them in either cavalry
Yeah.
or
Because
Donnell.
if these are moving up to
all
here,
right.
All right, I'm sorry.
does it cost points to go from Donnell into Haelyn when they retreated?
No, I'm
Okay.
gonna give you that first.
So from here to here is going to be 1, 2, 3. Here, 4, 5. Here,
6,
6,
7,
7,
8, and that'll leave you 1 point left.
And I moved. Well,
right?
I moved.
Because you only used one before.
I moved one before. That's 9. So I have 1 point left is
from
all
that
I've
first
got.
initial investment of a gold
Yeah,
bar.
so I've got 1 left.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, just based on no offense, I mean, I don't know if we're literally going to face these same things, but just seeing what this guy brought in, we need at least 1 unit of cavalry.
Mm-hmm.
do we do cavalry? Or do we knights?
Do 1 of each.
Well, I've only got 1 movement right now.
Oh, we can only muster 1 thing.
No,
Well, I know
no,
I've only
no.
got- I
You
can
can
muster
muster however
more.
many.
Oh, but
But I've only got 1
1
movement
point of
left.
movement.
Yeah, you can send
Now
them
you
in
can-
after the fact.
You
I
can
mean,
you can also invest another gold bar if you want to go that route, and I'll give you another 10 points.
So I could do that
Of
then. So
movements.
okay, that's 1
Yeah.
gold bar for 10 movement, and I could do. I like the artillery. I think that'd be cool.
I just
Now
don't know if
archers can fire at nearby squares,
Yeah.
not diagonally, but side to
Where's
side, without
artillery?
actually moving.
I don't know what artillery does.
Let's take a look.
Oh, the attack castle.
Oh, you've got the book.
Oh, that's just for castles.
Yeah, I was
and
going to say
stuff.
it's just for
Yeah, artillery is for siege.
Or we could always muster mercenary cavalry.
You have to
Cavalry,
hire them.
sorry, cavalry. Oh, okay.
You don't really
6.
muster them so much. You
Ooh.
hire them.
That still costs us 6 for that
Yeah.
cavalry. We might as well muster regular cavalry at 4.
Yeah.
What happened? Oh, here they are. Here's all the cards.
Now, do we
Pikemen?
want
Are
to?
pikemen any good?
I don't know who's good or who's not.
Yeah.
Because it's probably all based on a die roll on these cards.
It's based on picking cards. Pikemen cannot be charged, and they're better against mounted units. They get a +1
that's
against
kinda
mounted
cool.
units.
Well, then there is
And
this.
archers
Instead-
also get a bonus of +1 against mounted units.
Well, then there is this. We have several. We have several archers. Not a ton. But we have a few. We could muster.
half our force is archers.
We could muster pikemen instead of cavalry, just because he's got a lot of cavalry. So maybe I don't know. I'm just saying that we only got 1 movement point, so I guess that's right. We can only. You could, like I said, now you could have theoretically. You
And
could
he
say
can
that.
invest more money too into moving the troops. I'm going
True,
to allow that too.
True. There
I'm
is
not-
this. There is this
the rules are
option.
very
I'm just
vague,
pitching this
but-
out. I know this is not great, but there is this option. We could leave these guys over here, and that would give you 3 movement points back. We could
Yeah.
muster.
Oh,
We
I
could
see what you're
muster
saying.
3 troops and
Yep.
just move them 1 space. Or, excuse me, muster
Yeah.
That's
3 troops
true.
and just
That
go
would
1,
actually
2, 3.
save you some cash.
Well, do we want to do 2 cavalry and
Well, it won't save
1?
any cash, but it'll just I don't know. It'll.
Or do we do 3 cavalry, 2 cavalry and 1 pikeman, or do we want to get more pikemen?
I mean, it's going to be that's a lot of gold. Period. That's 8.
We've got
That's 10 gold.
I have
right?
17
That's
gold.
The cavalry
10 gold
move
bar.
fast. That's the thing. That's their big thing. They can move around the field pretty quickly.
Yeah, so they can come in
The
from...
pikemen move slow, but they can't be charged, and they get a bonus versus the mounted.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm just trying to throw out
any
some
pikemen, do we?
potential
No,
stuff
no
out there.
pikemen. I think pikemen would be worthwhile.
I'd get at least 2 units of pike.
I don't know if you can see it or not. I have seen it. But here's the deal: we can either hire archers, cavalry, infantry elite. Don't know what that necessarily does. Irregulars, knights.
Infantry elite is, well, at least as far as the game goes, it's just better numbers.
Oh, okay.